What's up, everyone? Jason Jani from the SCE Event Group and Direct Music Service here. And I want to give you a first impressions video of my experience using the brand new PIONEER DJ CDJ 3000 units, which I received today thanks to my friends at AGI Pro DJ. And I wanted to share with you my first impressions and 5 reasons of why I think these things are incredibly awesome, incredibly dope, and worthy of consideration if you are looking to upgrade or take your shows to a whole nother level. Now, in all full disclosure, I have been a PIONEER DJ fanboy for a very long time. Their equipment is really like my go-to at all of my mobile events, my club events, and it's really like my staple. That's what I use anywhere I possibly can. I've been a fan of the CDJ units since the beginning, really. I started using them when the 750s were introduced. I've owned the 1000s, the 2000s, the Nexus 2s, and now the 3000s. So earlier today, I received my units. I got to unpack them, play with them for a little bit. An hour later, I went and did a 90-minute live on Twitch, and I want to share with you my thoughts after using them for a little bit, honest and transparent. Now, my first takeaway of the overall unit is, number one, they are built PIONEER tough. These things are built like tanks, and that would be expected of a high-end player of this caliber. They feel expensive, they're built solid, they have some weight to them. They don't feel plastic or cheap. They don't feel like you can break them easily. And the construction of the unit is something that I noticed upon picking up the box before I even opened them up. The second thing that I noticed about the unit after I did unpack them is how the jog wheel felt. Now, this is before I even powered them up. Never mind when I actually turned them on. The jog wheel itself, number 2, feels outstanding. That's the only word or adjective I can use to describe it. It has come a very long way since the introduction of the tabletop player, and these units have come light years beyond what was available in the 2000 Nexus 2s leading up to this unit. No more ball bearing sound, no more kind of awkward feeling. They are super responsive. They feel like glass, they feel like butter, and the experience using them has been just incredibly positive thus far. They feel different, noticeably different from anything before it, and it's worthy of mention here, especially for anyone that uses these platters frequently. Number 3, the evolution of the visuals of the screen technology in these units. Now, not only did they update the technology in the platter visual, kind of like screen, but they've really updated the 9-inch, incredibly large screen that you can find on the top of these players. It's responsive. You can do a lot with it. It just looks outstanding. It's pretty. It seems high definition. It's just awesome. It's a plastic screen. It looks, it feels, it's responsive, and visually it is massive compared to what it was before this unit. I think it's a huge pro right here. Now let's talk about the unit itself and the functionality of the unit. That would bring me to number 4 in terms of the positives about the CDJ 3000 platform. PIONEER has outdone itself with the inclusion of the brand new MPU. Now, the processing unit in these players is equivalent to a computer. That's how they've kind of formatted these things, and they've done it for a number of different reasons. First and foremost, they're incredibly efficient. They're very fast, and I noticed that when I stuck my SD card in to read my playlist, it was like it didn't even like blink for a second. It didn't lag. It didn't hold up anything. It literally exploded onto the screen, and it was ready to go immediately. I like that using ProLink, you expand the capabilities of the platter, and you can simultaneously use the screens with a double kind of graphic display. The processor itself allows you incredible search functionality, and you could search not only artist, album, track, key, songs in the same key on the actual device that you're using. You can search your history, you can match stuff, you can fly through folders. There's a lot of functionality with the screen in terms of searching with the touch screen. It's just outstanding, and it is noticeably different from anything Pioneer DJ has released leading up to it. And essentially what they've done is they've allowed the inclusion of Record Box and in the future Serato to be used with these players in a way that feels organic. It feels natural. It's done so you don't have to rely on that computer screen moving forward. It's just outstanding, and I can see this going a very, very long way. The processor itself is also made so that in the future they can update not only the firmware for the unit, but as they evolve the platform, they can provide updates to the software that's being used on these units so that you can do more. You can take your shows further, and it's just awesome. The final thing that I want to comment in terms of my top 5 reasons of why I think these things are just incredible is the layout. I like the fact that Pioneer Pro DJ stayed true to the actual CDJ frame in terms of the layout of the buttons. The buttons felt natural. The track search, the search, everything kind of felt good. I like that they included the 8-beat loop kind of button on here. I love that they put the 8 hot cue pads above the jog wheel as opposed to below the jog wheel. I love the layout of the overall unit. If I was to offer one piece of constructive criticism, I would say that they have our USB drive, they have an SD drive, but I would thinking in the future, they would have considered using an USB-C drive on the top face of this unit, but there's plenty of dongles, there's plenty of cables, and there's plenty of devices available to help you kind of eliminate that from being an issue that hurts you. There's no CD, it's a complete different unit, and I want to say that this is something that receiving it, I was kind of hesitant of how I was going to feel about it. After using it for 90 minutes, I think it's a game changer for people in the event space that use this platform. It's awesome, and it's worthy of the investment. If you are interested in taking your shows, your events, or incorporating this equipment into your setups, you have to give the crew, Ty and Kevin and the entire crew from AGI Pro DJ a call, because they are the guys that can hook you up with awesome pricing and answer all of your questions. They're DJs just like us, and they are my go-to for all equipment needs. I'm gonna put their information in the comments below, as well as some additional links for you to check out regarding the technology capabilities of these units, because I'm just scratching the surface of what these things are even capable of at this point. There's a lot planned for these units in the near future. And again, I'm going to put some links down below for you to check out so you can do additional homework and, of course, acquire these units if you're interested. Now, my name is Jason Jani from the SCE Event Group and, of course, Direct Music Service. If you're not yet subscribing to this channel, would also love to invite you to do so by clicking that subscribe button below. And if you have any questions at all about the platters themselves, the product itself, the functionality, anything at all, throw it in the comments below. I'll do my very best to personally answer every single person that throws a comment up. And if I can't answer the comments, I'm going to ask my crew from AGI Pro DJ to help me out with all the technical stuff that I might not be privy to. Anyway, throw the comments below, and I look forward to kind of engaging with everyone. Be on the lookout for additional videos coming out from our crew here at SCE Event Group and Direct Music Service about all the new equipment entering our industry. Thanks for watching.